We understand why rural healthcare is hard, and we want to make sure that we do whatever we can when there is a shortage to help find you help. Rural is important to me because I live in a rural town. I grew up in Fremont, Nebraska. My wife, she's a respiratory therapist, and she works at the community hospital. And we've seen firsthand what it's like when you lose a healthcare professional and you try so hard to hire somebody and there's just not a lot of options in your rural town. That's why we really focus on how do we help the shortages faced throughout rural America.
It's a unique kind of nurse that they're typically looking for, because they're looking for somebody who is flexible, who maybe can one day be in the emergency room and maybe the next day is even floated to like long-term care where it's, you know, a little bit more slow paced, and it's a special kind of nurse that you have to find for these facilities that's flexible and willing to just come in and help out where needed.
I think Uniti Med stands out for rural healthcare facilities because we're also smaller too. We really just pride ourselves in making those connections with those facilities, because you're not just impacting the residents, you're impacting their loved ones as well.
You hear these stories about all these smaller towns across the country that you've never heard of before, and so then you get to live that, and anytime you have that personal connection, it just makes you that much more passionate about wanting to be a resource and help them out.
From my experience, these rural facilities are some of the best you can ever work in. You know, you're usually greeted with a smile. A lot of times it's the same person working that front desk that's been there for years, and they know that you're coming in to help somebody that is likely a neighbor, a friend, or a family member. And so they're so appreciative of the help that we're able to get for them.
I've worked in rural healthcare for about 6 years before coming to Uniti Med. I was a nursing home administrator, so that rural healthcare really had an impact on me. When I talk to a traveler about the facilities, I have a little bit more I can say about them and those connections that I have and what's really special besides going to like a big city. You know, those little small towns can make a big impact on your life.